I said to my husband that, the language is inappropriate. It's not acceptable. And I was surprised because that is not the man that I know.
Now, as Whoopi said, that we have a convicted felon in the White House. Graduation.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I didn't feel somber. I felt like the Knicks won the tournament.
I mean, I just didn't like the optics of a convicted felon sitting in the White House near a fireplace.
It's normal that will come up. We are prepared for that.
Is Sunny Hostin's time on The View finally coming to an end? If you've been following the drama surrounding her, you might think so. Over the past few years, the once promising TV personality has been embroiled in scandal after scandal. From controversial remarks to legal battles, it's hard to keep track of just how much damage Sunny's caused to her own career. Today, we're diving deep into the fall from grace of Sunny Hostin and why her actions might be leading to her ultimate downfall. Sunny Hostin's public bashing of Melania Trump became one of the defining moments in her career, and it wasn't just a passing comment. Hostin's remarks were harsh and personal, which quickly put her at the center of a media firestorm. During her time on The View, Sunny made several pointed statements about the former First Lady, criticizing not only Melania's role in the Trump administration, but also her personal character. These comments went far beyond the typical political commentary viewers might expect from The View. They crossed into territory where many viewers felt Hostin's words were fueled by personal animosity rather than political disagreement. This wasn't just a one-off rant either. Sunny seemed to repeatedly target Melania, criticizing her in ways that many felt were unfair. Hostin claimed that Melania was complicit in the actions of the Trump administration, calling her out for what she perceived as a lack of public backbone. She wasn't afraid to call out Melania for her silence on many of the issues surrounding her husband's presidency, calling her inauthentic, and accusing her of turning a blind eye to the administration's more controversial policies. The problem wasn't just that Sunny was outspoken, it was that her comments about Melania became a part of her on-air persona, continuously stirring the pot in a way that alienated many viewers. The backlash was immediate. Supporters of Melania Trump and conservatives were outraged by what they saw as an unfair attack on the First Lady. Sunny's words didn't sit well with the right, and they were quick to voice their opinions on social media, calling for her to be taken off the show. Meanwhile, some on the left felt that her attacks were too personal and that Sunny wasn't necessarily staying on topic when discussing Melania. The result was a deeply divided audience that wasn't sure what to think about Sunny anymore. While many praised her for speaking her mind, others accused her of stepping over the line with her repeated criticisms. This public bashing of Melania Trump was more than just a one-time political slip. It became emblematic of a larger issue with Sunny Hostin's approach to public discourse. Her willingness to attack prominent figures without hesitation made her a divisive figure. Over time, it became clear that her harsh political opinions were overshadowing the core of her career. Instead of being seen as a respected host on The View, she was increasingly being labeled as someone who thrives on controversy. And that image, though attention-grabbing, has done her no favors as she continues to navigate her personal and professional challenges.
We have a thick skin, and we know that people will judge him and people will call names, and they don't give him enough credit. It's normal that will come up. We are prepared for that. I said to my husband that, the language is inappropriate. It's not acceptable. And I was surprised because that is not the man that I know. And as you can see from the tape, the cameras were not on. It was only a mic. And I wonder if they even knew that the mic was on.
If public bashing wasn't enough, Sunny Hostin's personal life came under fire as well. Her husband was hit with a lawsuit, which put a massive strain on Sunny's already tarnished reputation. The details surrounding the lawsuit became public, and of course, Sunny's involvement wasn't far behind. Her name was associated with the controversy, dragging her into yet another scandal. The timing couldn't have been worse. As she tried to maintain her image on The View, the lawsuit added to the pile of public scrutiny, and her credibility started to crumble. Sunny Hostin's controversial statements didn't end with Melania Trump. Over the years, she's made enemies with other prominent figures through her harsh criticisms. Whether it was politicians, public figures, or celebrities, Sunny has never been one to hold back. While some may argue that her bluntness is part of her charm, it's clear that these public attacks have not done her any favors.
Well, for me, the two moments are connected in a couple of ways, but I decided to become a prosecutor because I saw my uncle in front of me.
Graduation.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I didn't feel somber. I felt like the Knicks won the tournament. How did a convicted felon resonate more with Americans? Nominate a convicted felon. Insurance fraud, I would say you could get about 20 years in prison, so that's a death sentence for him. Now, as Whoopi said, that we have a convicted felon in the White House.
I mean, I just didn't like the optics of a convicted felon sitting in the White House near a fireplace.
In fact, they've only made it harder for her to repair her image. The public backlash, combined with the polarizing nature of her comments, has only further alienated many viewers, leading to a sharp decline in her popularity. Behind the scenes, things have been even worse for Sunny. Sources claim that ABC and Disney executives have started distancing themselves from her. The network and its higher-ups, already dealing with the fallout from her public statements, began to question whether Sunny was still a valuable asset. The strained relationships within the company have only added more pressure on her. With executives increasingly focused on ratings and image control, it seems that Sunny's future at The View is hanging by a thread. Her controversial persona, coupled with the legal and personal baggage, may be making it harder for her to maintain her spot.
I mean, I agree with mostly everything that's been said. I mean, we know that, only about 31% of Americans trust our healthcare system. We have a terrible healthcare system. And, doctors suffer because of big corporations as well. Doctors that want to do good, like my husband, operates on someone even though they don't have insurance and then has to sue health insurance companies to get paid for the work that he's been trained his whole life to do. So there are a lot of problems with it.
It's no secret that The View has struggled with its ratings in recent years, and Sunny Hostin has been one of the biggest contributors to this decline. Her public controversies have overshadowed the show, and it seems the network has started to take notice. ABC has reportedly been discussing replacing her, with some speculating that they want to shift the show's dynamic away from its most polarizing figures. While the talk show world is no stranger to drama, it appears that Sunny may have pushed the limits too far this time. As the ratings continue to fall, it's only a matter of time before ABC takes drastic action. Sunny Hostin's fall from grace isn't just about her career, it's about her image. She built her persona on being outspoken, but in today's media landscape, that approach has proven to be more of a liability than an asset. From her bashing of public figures like Melania Trump to her association with her husband's lawsuit, Sunny's personal life has been a constant source of negative attention. And as The View faces its own struggles with declining ratings, it's becoming clear that her controversial persona may no longer be sustainable. The damage to her reputation is already done, and it's hard to see how she can recover from this. So, what does the future hold for Sunny Hostin? Is this the end of her career on The View and beyond? With the public backlash, the lawsuit involving her husband, and the strained relationships with ABC executives, it's hard to imagine her bouncing back. The View may be looking for a new face, and Sunny's time in the spotlight might soon be over. But then again, with Sunny's history of pushing back against the odds, who knows what she'll do next? Drop a comment below with your thoughts. Has Sunny Hostin's fall from grace been inevitable, or is she just one scandal away from a comeback? Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more updates on this ongoing drama.